Tens of thousands of people have gathered here in Yuen for yet another demonstration in what's turning into a whole summer of demonstrations here in Hong Kong. This one is particularly worrying for the authorities here because it's an illegal demonstration. They haven't got a permit, and yet tens of thousands of people have assembled here.
France is increasingly viewed as the sick man of Europe. Its economy is stagnating, and its president is more famous for his romantic escapades than his political achievements. An event in Paris last week, supported by companies like L'Oréal, tried to counter the gloom over the country's performance. In 1900, Le Grand Palais, which you can see behind me, opened its doors to the Universal Exhibition, which was designed to showcase France's place in the world. 114 years later, Osons la France, which is an action group set up to counter le French bashing, and whose name can be described as Go France, and Challenge, a French business magazine, are trying to do the same thing once again.
We've developed.
Jerome Spitzer arrived in Hong Kong in 2008, but when the company he was working for cancelled plans to set up a tapas bar because of the financial crisis, he saw a business opportunity.
The creation of Pastis was born from the fact that
what France has done is said it is going to suspend the delivery of the first of two warships which it's contracted to build for the Russians. The first ship, called the Vladivostok, was due to be delivered by the end of October to the Russian Navy, with the second ship due to be delivered in the middle of next year. What President Hollande has said is that under the current circumstances, given Russian actions in Ukraine, he is no longer going to authorize the delivery of the first ship unless circumstances change. That means that the French are not cancelling the contract, but they are saying they are suspending it in the hope, of course, that the Russians will come to some agreement with Ukraine, that there will be a ceasefire. It's an extremely important contract for the French. It's worth 1.2 billion euros.
They go and
where do they go?
Well, in the automotive industry, not in Western Europe. I mean, basically, they're all pretty much reducing their footprint in Western Europe. Some of them are actually shifting some of their French production into Spain.
We have too many.
What does the Lotus Sutra teach? The Lotus Sutra teaches that the Buddha's true nature is eternal and that he is present in all things. It teaches that the ultimate goal of the Buddha's teachings is the attainment of Buddhahood, a state of perfect enlightenment, and that all beings have the potential to achieve this state. The Lotus Sutra teaches the importance of compassion and the idea of selflessly helping others without seeking reward or recognition. It also introduces.
They go and
where do they go?
Well, in the automotive industry, not in Western Europe. I mean, basically, they're all pretty much reducing their footprint in Western Europe. Some of them are actually shifting some of their French production into Spain.
We have too many.